good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're watching this video, Powerline, one of the hardest characters all the time, and he's black. I don't care what nobody say. Goofy and them black. But anyways, hope all y'all are doing great. I'm in the car, I'm driving. I'm gonna go do some daddy duties. But I was thinking about something, and I kind of want to know how y'all feel about this. How many of y'all have a real hard time dealing with like success or acknowledging things that you've done that were like good? One of my biggest struggles is acknowledging victories, because I'm so focused on where the next opportunity is going to come from. The next opportunity to do something great, the next opportunity to go even further than what I've already done. I'm never satisfied. I'm kind of insatiable when it comes to success. Like I was like, oh wow, that was successful, that was cool. What's the next thing? Like I have like a 1 hour celebration rule. So like whenever something happens, yesterday I had a major milestone happen in my life. That like there was only one person. It was my homeboy. Well, it was my homeboy and then one of my homegirls. There's only two people I shared this with. That this happened. I didn't even share it with no family members because, well, it's one of two things. One being for me, it was something I accomplished and I didn't really understand the validity of what I did. And then the second thing was, honestly, I don't feel like there's a lot of people in my life that celebrate me celebrating. So, or in the past, I didn't have that. So then now, even if people are willing to do it, I'm not going to find out because I'm not willing to put myself out there like that. But who else has this problem? Because one of the things I'm really trying to work on is giving myself credit, because I'm a person that can take accountability for my actions. Like, you know, I did something, it's easy for me to take accountability. What I've learned from the people that, you know, I'm around and I hear and I talk to is a lot of people don't like to take accountability. They like to play the blame game. They like to say, well, I only did this because so-and-so did that. I only did that because so-and-so did that, which really don't make no sense to me, because basically you're not taking accountability for your part in whatever it is you did. Like, I'm that person who, when I do something that's jacked up, that's messed up, I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? You did it. You know what? Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this L. And I feel I gracefully hold my L's. Unlike a lot of people I know. A lot of people I know, they can't spell accountability. They don't know what that means. So when they hear you being accountable, they're like, yeah, it is your fault. Or they want to be a victim. One thing I learned, and my mother, Dorothea J. Hardy, God bless the dead, taught me and allowed me to understand in life is I'm nobody's victim. And at the end of the day, if I allow somebody to get over on me, I got to take accountability for that. And I think that's one of the things, because sometimes we are willing participants in us being deceived, taken advantage of, lied to, cheated on. We're active participants in that, right? Because nobody gets cheated on and don't know you getting cheated on. Like, there's warning signs, you just really don't care to acknowledge them. You don't want to step up and say things to break up whatever happiness you have in your head. But then there's also situations where you're being a real crappy individual to people, and it's real hard for you to be like, you know what, I'm being a real piece of work. You know what I mean? It's really hard for people. And I think that what you really have to do is you have to get to the point in life where you can just be honest with who you are and who you are to other people. And I think that's a struggle. But I think for me, with celebrating success, and I don't know if anybody else has this, it just feels like it's too self-centered. One of the things I struggle with is arrogance versus cockiness. or overconfidence. Now, and the reason why I say it's a struggle is because there's some things I know I'm just really good at. Like my profession, my job, ain't too many people that hold a candle to me. What I'm willing to do for others, nobody can really hold a candle next to me. Even the people I know, because the things I do for other people, they can't even do for me. But it's not about me getting it back in return. You feel me? It's about me having this feeling of, okay, I did all I could do. I did what I was supposed to do. I was led to do this, so I did it. So when it comes to success, I feel like I'm supposed to have that success. So even though I have not witnessed nobody in my lifetime, in my family, in my lineage, maybe do what I did, other than maybe one person, and that one person, he's my role model, and that's my big brother. But when I did it, I was just like, oh man, can't call this person. Don't want to talk to them about that and tell them I did it. Don't talk to this person. Don't want to tell them I did it. Damn sure don't want to tell this person. Like, you literally get to that point, and it was a high moment and a low moment all at the same time. And I'm trying to learn to celebrate the success. Another thing, started a podcast. It's cool. It's been cool. Original content. It's been really great. Awesome feedback. The worst feedback that I got was that something that me and my producer actually both understand the book answer on why I said what I said, but the other person didn't. They spoke from a place of not knowing. And I still let them live, because I said at the end of the day, that is your opinion. I totally understand, even though there's factual proof to what I said being correct. I'm not gonna hold you. And I think that sometimes the real hard part for individuals is getting to that point where one, you can understand your success is your success. Like, of course, God blessed you with the skill and the talent, if that's what you believe, and you played a part in your ability to follow through on whatever you were led to do. But you still got to celebrate it, because everybody ain't doing it. And that's literally the thought I had to give myself today was, you know what, George? What you did, everybody ain't doing that. Everybody can't say they did it. So you got to give yourself credit, just like how I'm willing to take accountability for anything I do wrong or anything that somebody's not pleased with. Is just the same way I got to be willing to accept the success that has came my way. And because of that, I've learned, and I'm learning, that I have to really make sure that I don't make my existence so doom and gloom by not being able to celebrate my successes, not being able to take a moment and say, man, look, dude, that was awesome. Let's celebrate that. Because for me, celebrating is totally different. Like, I don't want no party. I don't need to throw no party with a whole bunch of people around I don't really give about. But for me, celebrating is something as simple as I'll take a mental health day, read a book, might smoke some very expensive cigars that I shouldn't really be buying because I'm rich broke, or maybe even drinking a liquor that might cost $100-something for the bottle, and I'm only gonna have one glass because I'm gonna put it back up and wait for another big opportunity. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but I gotta find something, because what I'm finding is you don't want to get to the point where you desensitize yourself to actual success, because then when your friends and your family and people you really care about come speaking to you about the successes they're having, you can't even rejoice with them. And I feel like that's a major thing. Some people need it. They need other people to rejoice with them and to be happy for them and be proud of them and different things like that. So you got to be able to do it for yourself if you're going to turn around and try to do it for other people. Because the last thing I want to be is that dad that, my son comes to me and he's like, oh, I got this SAT score that was through the roof. I got the GPA. I got into the college I want to go to. And I'm like, oh, you're supposed to do that. I don't want to be that dad. I want to be that dad, jumping up and down, happy for him, getting me a good, healthy cry in about his success, and him seeing me feel that way about his success, and in turn going off and doing more things. But I think that a lot of times we struggle with that. And it might be a black family thing, because I like a lot of the black males I know, that's one of the things that they struggle with. And even when we talk about it now, some of them, they celebrate, god dang, that they went a day without stubbing their toe. They want to celebrate, they want to throw a party, they want to drink, want to go buy themselves a chain or something. That's cool. That ain't me though. I'm talking about, life-changing, generational changing things that have happened. I had something, generationally speaking, that probably, it's a seed. It's a big seed for my kids, and for me to be able to experience it and know that I was very committed to something and I did it. It's made me very happy on today. It made me happy on yesterday, but it's actually yesterday was really the first day I really acknowledged it. But yeah, so all in all, if I just had to give you something, celebrate your own successes. Your success. Celebrate your own success first, right? Then after you celebrate your own success, make sure you celebrate other success, right? Don't look past moments, because the moments are those moments, in the moments of joy, in the moments of pain, those become foundational pieces for different things in our life. Like literally, before I recorded this video, I had to have me a good little cry, and it was good. It was a good cry, because it was just, you acknowledging something you're doing that is amazing. So make sure you celebrate your success. Make sure that you take a little time just to enjoy it. And, make sure you celebrate other people. And a side note, accountability ain't a bad thing. Sometimes get yourself in the habit of taking accountability for your mess ups. Get yourself in the habit of taking accountability for doing people wrong. Get yourself in that habit. It'll make you a better person. It'll remove some of that anxiety you got in your life. All right? With that being said, I'll holler at you. Hope you have yourself a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, or whatever you watch this video. All right.